everyone and welcome back to Joys It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet these solid granny squares. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial and let's get started. To make your granny squares, you're going to need some yarn. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be using this cotton DK weight yarn in cream. If you'd like to create a similar size granny square, I definitely recommend a DK weight yarn, but you can really use whatever you have. And you can of course also use as many colours as you would like. As you can see with this granny square, I've used 4 colours. If you want to create something similar, that's how many you'll need. If you are going to use multiple different colours though, I would recommend you try and keep them a similar weight. You don't really want to mix chunky and thin yarns too much, otherwise it might change the shape of your granny square. You're also going to need a crochet hook. Today I'm using my 4mm hook. If you're using a similar weight yarn, you can use that size. If you're using a different weight yarn though, make sure you check the recommended hook size on your yarn label. And last but not least, you're going to need a pair of scissors and a darning needle. We're going to start our granny square by making a slip knot, and you can use any method to do this. Then you can pop that onto your hook, and from here we're going to chain 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then from here, you're going to find the very first chain we made, so this one here. You're going to pop your hook into it, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So you're going to yarn over your hook, pull through that stitch, and then pull straight through the loop on your hook. And if you open this up, you'll see that this has made a little ring that we can now work into. Now, if you'd prefer to make a magic ring here, please feel free to do so. From here, we're going to begin by chaining 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And throughout the whole of this pattern, this chain 3 is going to count as 1 double crochet. From here, we're going to make 2 double crochet into our ring. So yarn over your hook, insert it right into your ring, just like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So that's 1, let's make our second one. Yarn over your hook, insert it back into your ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through just the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So if we have a quick look, you can see, including the chain 3 at the beginning, we have 3 double crochet here in total. We're now going to chain 2, and this is going to create our first corner. So we have 1 and 2. And we're going to repeat all of this 3 more times. So we'll make 3 double crochet into our ring, and then we'll chain 2. So we have our first double crochet, yarn over your hook, insert it into your ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then our second one, and then finally our third double crochet. So it should look like this, then chain 2. So we're going to repeat that twice more. And I'll just quickly say now, I like to crochet over my tail end as I work into my ring. So we're going to make 3 double crochet right into our ring. So here's our first one, then our second double crochet, and finally our third one. And then chain 2. And we have that once more. So we have 3 double crochet into our ring. Just like this. And then we're going to chain 2. So this is what round 1 is looking like at the moment. You should have 4 groups of 3 double crochet, just like this, and then 3 completed corners. The chain 2s make our corners. We're just going to finish off this final one by finding the beginning chain 3. So this one right here, we're going to find the top chain, you're going to pop your hook into it, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So you're going to yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then pull straight through the loop on your hook. And you can see that's closed our 4th corner. Now if you've made a magic ring, you can at this point go ahead and close it up. If you're like me and you still have a gap, just take the tail end of the back, hold onto your work, and just pull it until that ring, that gap in the centre, closes up. Just like this. You can see that's closed up all of our gaps. And there we are, that's the end of round 1. We're always going to start each round by chaining 3, and remember, this is going to count as our first double crochet. From here, we're then going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch until we reach our first corner gap. So we're not going to start in the same stitch here, we're going to start working into the next one, so this one. So yarn over your hook, insert it into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. Then in the same way, make a double crochet into the next stitch. So we've now reached our first corner gap. Into this space, we're going to make 2 double crochet, then chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. So here's our first double crochet, working right into that gap. Then our second one. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make 2 more double crochet back into the same gap. So here's our first one, and then our second. There we are, so this is what it should be looking like. I like to think of these group of stitches here as our corner stitch. We're now just going to repeat all of this around the rest of our square. So we're going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch until we reach our corner gap. Then into this, we're going to make our 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet, so our corner stitch. So starting in that first stitch, this one right here, we're going to make 1 double crochet. So you can see, just make sure you don't miss this one. It is sometimes easy for it to get a bit lost. And then 1 double crochet into the next few stitches until you reach that corner gap. So I've reached my second corner gap, and into this we're going to make our corner stitch. So remember, we're going to make 2 double crochet. So here's our first one, and then here's our second one. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make 2 more double crochet back into the same gap. Just like this. So this is what it looks like. You're just going to go ahead now and repeat this around the rest of your square, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end. So I have my final corner gap, this one here, and we're going to make our corner stitch exactly as before. So our 2 double crochet, then chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. Just like this. So you should be able to see now that we don't have any stitches left. we're finishing round 2 with our corner stitch. So, just to recap, you can see all of our sides are solid, we haven't got any gaps here. The only gaps are in the corners. That's how you know you're on track. We're now just going to finish off the round by finding the beginning chain 3, this one here. You're going to pop your hook into the top chain, or the third chain, however you like to think about it, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So you're going to yarn over your hook, pull through that stitch, and pull straight through the loop on your hook. And there we are, that's the end of round 2. So the next few rounds are going to be a lot easier now, as we're pretty much just going to repeat round 2. Don't worry though, I'm going to go ahead and do a few more rounds with you, just so you can really get a hang of this pattern. So for round 3, remember we're going to start in exactly the same way as we did in round 2. We're going to begin by chaining 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. We're then going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch along until we reach our first corner space. So remember, don't start in the first stitch, start into the next one. So this little one here. So yarn over, insert your hook into it, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and pull through 2 loops. And you're just going to make 1 double crochet all the way along until you reach that gap. So I've just reached my first corner gap, and into this we're going to make our corner stitch. So 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So here's 1, working right into that gap, then our second one, then chain 2, and make 2 more double crochet back into the same gap. Just like this. So this is what it looks like. And again, we're just going to repeat all of this around the rest of our square. So we're going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch along the side until we reach our corner, and then we're going to make our corner stitch. So 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So starting in this first stitch, remember, make sure you don't miss this one. If ever you're going to mess up your stitch count, it's probably going to be because you might miss this stitch. So I'm just going to make 1 double crochet all the way along. There we are, I'm at my next corner now, and into this we're going to make our corner stitch. So 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. There we are. So you're just going to go ahead now and repeat this around the rest of your square, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end. So I'm just coming up to my 4th corner now, and into this you're going to make your corner stitch exactly as before. There we are. So this is what our square is looking like at the moment. You can see all of the sides are completely solid, apart from the spaces in each corner. Now you'll notice at the end of this round that we have a few stitches remaining. If I pull this apart a bit, you can see that there are 2 stitches left. Into each of these, we're just going to make 1 double crochet, and this is just going to finish off the side for us. So we have 1, and then into the next and final stitch, our second double crochet. Then from here, we're going to close the round by finding the beginning chain 3, we're going to find the top chain, and we're going to make a slip stitch into it. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through that stitch, and pull straight through the loop on your hook. And there we are. So this is what round 3 should be looking like. So you can go ahead now and you can make as many rounds as you like, working in exactly the same way as we've just done. I'm going to go ahead and do one more round with you, so if you'd like a little bit more practice, you can stick around for that. If you feel confident with the pattern though, please feel free to skip through to the end of the video. If you are sticking with me though, let's move on to round 4. So remember, we're always going to start our round by chaining 3, and this is going to count as our first double crochet. Then from here, we're going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch until we reach our corner. So make sure you don't start in this first stitch, you want to start working into the next one. So this one here, and make 1 double crochet. And then continue making a double crochet into each stitch until you reach your corner. So I'm coming up to my first corner now, and into this we're going to make our corner stitch. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. So here's 1, and then 2, then chain 2, and make 2 more double crochet back into the same gap. There we are. So you're just going to continue in this way all the way around your square, making 1 double crochet along each side, and then your corner stitch in the corner, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. So I'm just finishing up in my 4th corner, so I've made my 2 double crochet, chain 2, and I'm making my second lot of double crochet. And this is what it should be looking like. So again, you'll notice that we have a few stitches left. Into each of these, we're going to make 1 double crochet. So into this first one right here, we have 1 double crochet, and then into each of the rest. So this just finishes off this side so that it matches all of the others. There we are. Then once you've done that, we're going to finish off the round by finding the beginning chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch into the top chain. So pop your hook into it, yarn over your hook, pull through that stitch, and pull straight through the loop on your hook. And there we are. So if you want, you can chain 1 just to fasten off, and then you can cut your yarn. Remember to leave a nice long tail end just so that you can sew it in afterwards. There we are, pull that nice and tight, and this is what the end of the round looks like. So I normally make 4 rounds for my granny squares, I just really like this size, but you can make as many rounds as you would like. And there we are, you've now just learned how to make a solid granny square. Folks, I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and found it easy to follow. If you did manage to make a granny square, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I'll see you all again next week in my next tutorial, but until then, happy crocheting!